Next, from Springfield, Governor Rauner addresses the audience at Governor's Day at the State Fair. This runs about 10 minutes.
Thank you for your belief in good government. Thank you for your dedication to the principles that make America the greatest nation on earth. Faith, family, hard work, love of country, limited government, low taxes, individual liberty, personal responsibility, the principles that make us the greatest nation on earth, the principles that make our Republican Party the majority party for the people of America. I'm so excited to work for you. You know what? I love Illinois. This is home. This is home. Well, I was born here. We raised our 6 kids here. I built businesses here. This is home. And home is worth fighting for, ladies and gentlemen. Home is worth fighting for. I love it here. We love Illinois. This is our home. And our home has been taken over. Our home has been taken over by a machine. A machine. A political machine. A corrupt political machine has taken over our home. And they are strangling our state. They are driving jobs away. They are raising your taxes to the highest property taxes in America. They are building massive government bureaucracy everywhere, crushing our economy. They are cutting our school funding 4 times the last 10 years before we became into office. And rampant cronyism, patronage, self-dealing, and corruption. It's a machine that doesn't care about the people of Illinois. It's a machine that cares only about power. Only about power. Well, you know what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to beat that machine and restore power to the people of Illinois. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That machine has taken over the city of Chicago. That machine, and you look at the suffering there, the violence, the crime, the unemployment, the crumbling school. That city is suffering because of that machine. That machine has taken over the Democratic Party. That machine has taken over our state legislature. That machine has taken over a lot of state government. That machine has taken over a lot of the judges in our state. The patronage workers, the lobbyists work for that machine. That machine is corrupt. It's broken. It's wrong. It has destroyed our system of government. That's taken our democracy away from us. It's taken democracy away from the people of Illinois. And we are going to restore democracy for the people of Illinois by bringing term limits and fair maps onto this machine. Term limits and fair maps. So your vote counts. So your vote counts. You know this? With 2/3 of the races for the General Assembly, there's no opponent. There's no competition. There's no choice. There's nobody working to earn your vote. It's a rigged system. It's designed to protect the machine. That's what it's designed to do. And the machine gets power and money from the special interests. They take money from your wallet, give it to themselves and their cronies. It's a broken system, and we've got to defeat it. We're going to change it. We're going to fix Illinois. Term limits now. Term limits now. Stand and have your voice heard. Term limits now. We want to restore our democracy. The first thing we're going to do is bring about policies to grow our economy and create opportunity for the people of Illinois. It's the number one thing we got to do, and it's the number one thing that the Republican Party stands for. Growth. Growth and greater opportunity for everybody. That's what we're going to do. Pro-investment. Pro-jobs, pro-business, pro-opportunity for everybody. People argue with me all the time. They say, Governor, we got to get wages up. And the way to do it, we need more regulations. We need more labor restrictions. We need more regulations on business. Let's be clear, that does not raise wages. That does not bring a higher income. The way the people's income goes up is through economic growth, more opportunity. That's what raises people's wages. Our jobs, you know, I'm a competitive son of a gun. And it frosts me no end that our jobs are leaving our state. We have the hardest working people in America. We have the best location of any state in America. We've got the best infrastructure of any state in America. We got the best agriculture of any state in America. We should be kicking tails. We should be kicking tails. And look what's happening to us. Our jobs are going to Indiana. Come on. They're going to Indiana. They ain't going there for the weather. They're going to Tennessee. They're going to Texas. Our jobs are leaving because we're not competitive. We put the regulations on the business that makes them uncompetitive, so they go to the states that don't have all those abusive regulations and create more jobs. And people say, we don't want to compete with those states, Governor. That's a race to the bottom. Baloney. Baloney. That ain't a race to the bottom. That's a race to higher incomes and more opportunity for the people of Illinois. Factory workers in Texas are making more money than factory workers in Illinois. And supposedly they don't have all the labor-friendly regulations. Texas is growing. Texas has a booming economy, and you know what? We're going to change our broken system, and I'm going to Houston, I'm going to Austin, I'm going to Dallas, and I'm bringing those jobs right up here for the people of Illinois. We're going to get the booming economy here. Factory workers in Indiana, when you adjust for the cost of living, which over there is lower than here, they make more money than here. Factory workers there make more money than factory workers in Illinois. People have opportunity for growth. Their incomes go up. They make more money. They have a higher quality of life. Indiana's growing. They've added tens of thousands of more manufacturing jobs while we've barely budged, and we've been at the bottom of the barrel. And Texas is booming. We're going to change that system. We're going to restore democracy, and then we're going to put in pro-growth policies, and we're going to get a booming economy for the people of Illinois. And let's be clear, what improves the quality of life for people, it's a booming free enterprise growth economy, an outstanding education system, training system, so our people are skilled and they can earn the maximum pay from great education and great skill. And you know what? That broken, corrupt political machine has cut your school funding, cut school funding in the state of Illinois 4 times in the 10 years before I became governor. That is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And the first year I was in office, we raised school funding. This year we raised school funding, and we're going to raise school funding next year. The money goes to our students and our teachers. That's where the money ought to go. We should have the best schools in America in every neighborhood, in every community. That's the future quality of life for our children and our grandchildren, and we're going to get it done. We're not going to let the corrupt political machine keep us dead last. We're dead last, number 50 out of 50 for state support for education. That is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. They want that money for their corrupt political system. They don't want it with our teachers and our students in the classroom. With our teachers and our students. That's what we're going to get done, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're at a critical time. We're at a critical time in Illinois' history. This machine is strong. The special interest group that make their money from your taxes, they're strong with them. We've got to break their grip on our beloved state of Illinois. To do that, we've got to get these guys out of the supermajority in the General Assembly. Got to do it. And this is our year to pick up seats. We got to pick up seats. And that's where your help comes in. It's all about the ground game. And let me tell you something, 2 things. That machine has outspent us. We're the limited government, limited opportunity for corruption. We limit down. Those guys collect the money from the political system, from the insiders, and use it to enhance their power. We got to limit that down. And the way to do it, term limits, fair maps. That's how we do it. Let me promise you something. 2 things. 2 things. We aren't going to let the machine, the corrupt political machine, outspend us 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1 like they've done in other legislative races. They've crunched us because they got all that insider money. Not this time. We're going to go toe-to-toe with them. And we are going to outwork them on the streets. We're going to knock on doors. We're going to make phone calls. We're going to put up yard signs. Biggest ground game ever been done for legislative races in Illinois history. And we commit to that. This is our time. We are going to restore democracy in Illinois. We're going to get a booming pro-growth economy. We're going to have the best schools in America in every neighborhood and every community. And it starts with you guys right here. It starts with the Republican Party, which is the Reform Party for the state of Illinois. Let's get term limits now. 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 Let's go kick tails, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make Illinois proud and prosperous and a great state for our children and our grandchildren can have a great future here. Let's go get them. Let's win in November. God bless you, everybody. Thank you.
You're watching the Illinois Channel, an independent nonprofit corporation formed to provide gavel-to-gavel coverage of Illinois state government and other public affairs events taking place across Illinois.